kick it away is Sanders. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. This will be caught, it's Waddle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give the receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Brissett's throw is taken in by Waddle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Another catch there for Waddle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Brissett to throw on first. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
You know, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the mark.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Myles Gaskin taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. On play action, Brissett. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there for the Dolphins. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Play fake, Brissett. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brissett. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball. Take care.
There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Well third. As time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Sanders now to have the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the 2nd half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Brissett sets to throw it. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Brissett. Open man left side is the tight end long. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Lindsey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Again, it's Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now Brissett, escaping the pressure right, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jacoby Brissett taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Brian Flores going to lead the offense out there to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker.
Tua hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and second down. On 2nd and 10, Brissett rolling to his right. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Worth noting, when that visiting sideline is getting the worst of the sun right now, it can definitely play a factor, especially because the other sideline is in full shade. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, Brissett. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jacoby Brissett with now his second touchdown in this third quarter. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Myles Gaskin. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Brissett. He'll buy some time right. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Brissett's throw taken in by Long here. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight 1-point game.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he stopped immediately there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Right back to Brown. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On third down, Brown. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Fourth down, Brissett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Brandon Jones picking it off. There he goes, right side. He's at the 50, 30. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So that changes things, no doubt. We thought we might be on the verge of our initial score of the game, but after that interception,
The long return.
yeah, then they had that long return, and now it's the other sideline who might be the first to put the points up. This is Gaskin on the carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Another run with Gaskin.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range. Could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown.